wanna dance? Do you wanna dance?
Hello, hello. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Y'all can hear me, right? And double check. Yeah, it should be good. Let me double check my audio quality. Hello? Okay. Just want to make sure I wasn't robot-y. Shouldn't have been, but, you know, never know. Things can change. Let's get to the bar, shall we? Welcome to the Astropub, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul Berserker01, Batman Shelley, your humble host and space bartender here at the Astropub, your space bar at the end of the universe, I guess now. Just, you know, fuck Milliways. They're a restaurant, we're a bar. Deal with it. How y'all doing? I see we had a conversation about 4.0 and Squadron 42. Squadron 42 is not coming out until 2025. You can quote me on that. I'd like to see it come out sooner, but I'm not expecting it until 2025. I'm going to change this as well. Yeah, 4.0 is likely to come out next year, just probably the end of next year. I'm going to give you all a quick hot take, and you feel free to quote me on this one. CIG is setting up Squadron 42, CitizenCon this year to very much be about 4.0, which tells me that they are optimistic that 4.0 is going to come out next year, but also it's not going to come out when they originally thought that it would. Because they're going to show all this cool tech and say, hey, this is great, but we're still in the early stages, or we're not quite there yet. And we're going to need a little bit longer, which means they're going to need a 1 or 2 patch cycles to get through that, and then, you know. That's how that works. So that they're already setting up that narrative, which honestly pisses me the fuck off. Because it's like, CIG knows that that's more likely what's going to happen. They won't fucking tell us until CitizenCon. They know now. I can guarantee you they know right now. But they're not going to tell anybody. That's fucking stupid. Tell people now, CIG. Oh, but it'll deflate the fuck you, all right? You're supposed to be telling us and keep people informed. Oh, but it might hurt the free flight. I don't give a shit. Tell people. Okay, but what's the hot take? Well, I mean, some people are still in the belief that, and I think the majority is in the belief that Chris Roberts was right in his in his letter to the chairman, that they're going to come, you know, that the plan is still to go right after 3.18 to go to 4.0. And that's not the case. It's just not the case. Why would new people care? They wouldn't, but I think CIG is over. They're far too oversensitive about this sort of thing. Yeah, they said in 3.19 is coming, but they also said that they were going to do a 4.0, like they'd release 3.19, kind of like what they did 3.17 too, so that they would release the what is it, the Evocati, like right around the same time as 3.19. But I mean, Chris Roberts originally didn't even say there was a 3.19, and then the next week they said 3.19. So it's like Chris was already out of date by the time they said they talked about that. All right. Shit, did I lose all of that already? Yeah, back to Junior Runner, because that asshole was trolling me. Alright, let's go back to do... Luckily, it should just be one mission. When is Theater of Wars being released? When it's fucking ready. There's no point in, like, let me put it this way. Take a look at Battlefield 2042. And take a look at it when it released. Do you want that? Because that's what you'd get if Theaters of War came out right now. You'd get that. It's coming out in an hour. Yeah. Basically, it's been in work for a while. It's been on the back burner because of multiple different things. They handed it off to a third-party developer, which then got purchased by Sony, so they dropped all their contracts. The way, for those of you who don't know how often this works, it actually works, it's quite common in the industry, very common, to subcontract portions of your game to a smaller studio. And there are, in fact, entire studios whose main source of income is working for, like, Sony or Microsoft or Ubisoft or EA as kind of a micro studio that just does, like, the multiplayer versions of a game or a specific level or whatever. So CIG hired this company called Firesprite to do some contract work for them to make Theaters of War. It sounded like they maybe had one or two people, maybe a handful of people working on it, and they improved it. They were doing pretty well with the tools they were given. But then Sony purchased Firesprite to be an in-house studio. As a result, the Sony couldn't cancel any of the contracts they currently had, so Firesprite was still working with CIG. But when that contract went up, when that contract ended, then Sony just would basically chose to not continue it, which meant that the second that Sony purchased Firesprite, they were instructed probably by Firesprite to just stop working on Theaters of War. So you had the problem with Theaters of War when it was originally tested, which was the desync was fucking horrible. And then they said, okay, well, we'll give this to another studio so we can focus on other things. So they gave it to Firesprite, and Firesprite then got purchased, and so like half the shit they were doing probably wasn't even done when they needed to. Luckily, they hired the people, at least one of the people from Firesprite got hired onto CIG to work on it, continue to work on it. So they at least have some continuous. And now they have an entire internal team, which they just formed in February, which now has to work on it.
You can even take away my space lasers, but you can never,
Ever
take away my space game.
Popnhand has subscribed.
Papa Dan, thank you so much for that. Them Bezos bucks for that Twitch Prime sub. You are a very important pupper, very impressive pisser, very neat pedestrian. This is your fault. You're the reason why I'm drinking tonight. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. By the time Theaters of War was in the game, Star Citizen will be released. I'm okay with that. Honestly, I honestly think that all of Arena Commander needs to get reworked. Let's go with Redwind. What's the good one? Let's go to Aberdeen first. There's one. There it is. I'll take the Comrie. Now that they added the thick boy astronaut suit, you can make a dance gif of it. People have. I mean, I should probably do that. I should probably do that as my emote, as a dance emote. But yeah. They haven't gotten close to balancing, and half of the tech is needed for Theaters of War and Squadron 42. Yeah.
You can take away my space
suit.
You can even take away my space lasers. But you can never, ever.
Holston Coop just resubscribed for 12 months.
Thank you so much.
34 salute.
Thank you so much for that 12 months of support. 1 year, Holston. You were a very important pupper, very impressive pisser, very neat pedestrian. This is your fault. You're the reason why I'm drinking nights. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. I played Star Marine yesterday with a new player and commented on the fact that Star Marine hasn't really been touched in years, and they said they could tell. Well, that's the thing. Is like there's a new Arena Commander team that's been formed, which is in charge of Arena Commander, Star Marine, and thank you for them biddies, Kelsar. And Theaters of War. And so that team was formed in February, and it takes about 6 months for those sorts of teams to gel well together, because you got to get to know the people you're working with, you got to figure out how they function and that kind of stuff. It's a small team, but like I said, they have like I think his name's Alex from Fire Sprite, something like that. One of the main people from Fire Sprite who was working on Theaters of War and Star Marine, because that was the other thing that Fire Sprite was doing, was working on Star Marine. Kind of joined the team, so he's at least got some contiguous. He might be the team lead there. I don't know. So they're definitely working on it. And here's another hint that's important, and I'll go to the bar roll for this one. It's important to note that the reason why them working on Arena Commander now is important is because the multiplayer for Squadron is Arena Commander. It is Star Marine, and it's Theaters of War. That is the that's the multiplayer. So they need to have that ready for Squadron. So them working on it now, even though no one fucking plays it and there's not a lot of reason to, like all those kind of things, is because they're going to need it for Squadron 42 when that drops. And you can see, because in all of the packages for Squadron 42, it mentions access to Arena Commander.
Anonymous just gifted 2 subs.
Thank you, Anon, for gifting those subs to Moondog and Darj. You're both very important pubbers. You're all very important pubbers. Very impressive pissers. Very neat pedestrians. This is your fault. You're the reason why I'm drinking night. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers.
Monstratus just had a space baby. I
Thank you
pushed the
so-
button.
Thank you so much there, Monstrus, for that 9 months. 9 months ago, you made the ultimate mistake that any person can make, which is you subscribed. Never subscribe. Now, 9 months later, our Twitch baby is born. Our space baby is born. What shall we name our space baby before I discard it because I'm a terrible father? Thank you for that subscription. I think Sean wanted theaters, but Chris wants the radar tech and such first. I can't blame either of them. Well, I think Sean wanted to do something that would be interesting and engaging. He wanted to do something that he enjoyed with the tech they had. And Sean is a huge part of the company, so obviously they had to kind of listen to him. I need to go get a... Fuck you. I also need to go get some food, so. Watch it disappear. Boom. Because it's an old test. It's an old, oh, this is always dangerous, but hopefully it'll work. Here we go. It's an old mission item that wasn't needed anymore, so. Aberdeen's beautiful. I'll say that. No, those are fragile. You drop them in the low atmosphere of Aberdeen, and they just literally disintegrate. Let me catch up on what somebody else has said. Oh, didn't know that. So they'll have the sim pods from back in the day go into those modes, possibly, or it's just a different option you select on the main menu. But yeah, so if you look, that's the also Racing Tracks and Recommander will have some updates. Exactly. The point is that it's fragile. You're fired. Okay, I already failed that mission, so there we go. I don't even need to go anywhere because I've got this. Pull that in the local. Put that in the cruise. Take all the cruise. Take that just in case. Some bars. There we go. I should be good now. Yeah, so it's a good sign. Oh, he's a fantastic dude. Like, for those of you who don't know, Sean Tracy got hired on to Crytek, to work for Crytek because of him and his brother developed a mod for Crysis for MechWarrior. MechWarrior Living Legends was him and his brother made that. And so I've always been partial to Sean because he shares my love of mecha. It's not fragile, it's freaking rocks. Don't yell at me, chat. Drink some Cruise. Cruise is, Darj was the one who put me up on this one, which is Cruise actually increases your thirst and your hunger at the same time. It's not 100% like water or other food would be, but it's enough that you don't really have to carry anything but Cruise and you're good. It's effectively Star Citizen's version of Soylent. How about Titanfall 2? I fucking love Titanfall 2. It's my favorite game. It's my favorite game of the 2010s. I wouldn't say it's my favorite game of all time, but it's one of my favorite games of all time. The campaign mode is, it's great. It's one of the best shooters I've played in a long time. It feels, this is going to sound cliche, but it feels like an anime. in all of the right ways. And the voice acting is fantastic. Like, oh, I forgot his name. He's the DM for Critical Role. Matthew Mercer. Matthew Mercer plays the main character. And I forgot who plays the BT, but BT is also great as well. I don't know, Sandy. I would say I'd argue that that MechWarrior 5 was pretty good, but I haven't finished playing it. Wasn't Sean working on the Call of Duty franchise or something like that? He might have been, but I know for sure he was working on a bunch of Crysis stuff. So, have I ever played Heavy Gear 2? I haven't. No. Now back to Hurston. Only on the food side, though. Yeah, Synergy does. I like Synergy because it gives you ultra hydration. It actually gives you more hydration than the than water does, because it's basically Gatorade. It's made from people! Yes. Not that Soylent. The Soylent that is not a meal replacement that they claimed was a meal replacement. It's good. Soylent's actually pretty good. It's tasty. But yeah, it doesn't really replace meals. Yeah, Cruise. Wasn't the multiplayer of Titanfall 2 full of hackers? Yeah, like later on in its development cycle, it was full of hackers because the company who made Titanfall is Respawn. And effectively, they abandoned Titanfall when Apex Legends came out. And because they made the most money, so. Huel and Soylent are similar. I think Soylent originally said it was a meal replacement, and then they changed their marketing. But Huel was the one that really did. The thing about Soylent is that, if I remember correctly, it was a play on the fact that it was made with soy. And Soylent Green as well, obviously, but like it was the same kind of thing. Yeah, I've tried them a couple times. They're okay to try. You know, I wouldn't necessarily make them regular part of my routine, but I know people who drank them as like a way to stave off hunger while working in like an office, or like, you know, people. A lot of people I know, a lot of teachers I know, will go out early to go to like a gym to work out in the mornings because they have to get up early anyways. So they just get up a little bit earlier for working out, and they go straight to work afterwards. Like take a shower at the gym and go straight back to work. And so they often have like a Soylent for like breakfast or something like that, as a means to just say, hey, this isn't perfect, but it's going to keep me okay, and I'm not going to crash because I'm so sore after working out. So, is Huel good? I have never heard good things about Huel. There's a Taurus down there. I'll slow it down though. Yeah, I saw some vids. Pretty sad for so beloved of the game. They just didn't care anymore, and they're never going to make Titanfall 3. It's what they're going to do. What's going to happen is someone's going to realize how much of a fan base Titanfall has, and an indie developer is going to basically recreate Titanfall for the PC using like Unreal or something like that, and create effectively Titanfall 3. And then once that happens. Hey, Sly-Fi.
Fi just gifted 5 subs.
Thank you so much for that. Those subs to Phantom, Citizen Temperus, Will See, Zen's Cat, and Mount Stunner. You're all very important puppers, very impressive pissers, very neat pedestrians. Y'all rock. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. Gatorade is not better than water if you are just doing normal things. It's actually terrible for you. It's got so much fucking sugar in it. It's good if you are somebody who does a lot of like exercise. If you're like playing professional football, or if you're doing a shit ton of work, then Gatorade's pretty good because it's got a lot of, you know, replacement electrolytes and such. But if you're just, you know, chilling, you're just doing like an average day's work, it's a terrible idea to drink Gatorade. It's good when you're sick and you need hydration. Yeah. Water is just that much better. Oh, that was just a Waterboy reference? Okay. I haven't watched Waterboy in forever, so I don't remember anything from Waterboy. I'm gonna leave it down, just risk it. Even though there's somebody already here. Hello, fellow traveler. Yeah, he's in here. A couple hours. Let me stream for a couple hours. Sugar and sodium, yeah. Hello, fellow traveler. I'm just here to pick up a package myself. Thank you. I'll be here till we can always rewatch this stream too. This stream will be, so for those of you who don't know, on YouTube I actually I stream this to YouTube as well, and I actually have it on my channel. Eventually I gotta start uploading my VODs to the VODs channel as well. But this is unlisted. This will always be unlisted on the stream. And I'll be removing them every so often, like every month or so. I'll probably just go through and purge them just to keep things nice and tidy. But all of the videos will always be on the VODs channel, but just unlisted. No arguing this year's Ship Showdown. Nope. This year's Ship Showdown is effectively, as I predicted, and I said this many times, that I didn't think that CIG would allow for a meme this year, and they didn't. Now, there's a legitimate reason why they didn't allow for a meme this year, because like the PTV is super old, so they didn't have the right skins, and effectively it already won because it's going to get its own skin, plus everyone gets one for free, so that's cool. But at the same time, there was no meme this year. So this is kind of like the revenge of the Carrack owners, because all the Carrack owners got angry, got super, not all of them, but a lot of Carrack owners got super pissed off last year that they lost to the NPUV. So now they're going to have two skins. They're going to have two skins for the price of one, because they also get a skin for their Pisces. Yeah. I think Ship Showdown, ironically, I think Ship Showdown has a lot more participation this year than previous years. But I think that next year we'll see a lot lower participation unless they allow for some changes. because there's just not as much excitement and there's not as much engagement in social media outside of, say, their own kind of things. So the raft was there, but it's not gonna. It lost to the Star Runner, which was, you know, gonna happen. Cargo for the cargo god, yes. No, I know. Not every there was that movement of Carrack owners for the MPUV because they thought it was funny, but there was some serious people who were very upset about it. But again, like I said before, unless CIG makes some serious changes, the MSR and the Carrack will always be in the top 4, and that's just dumb. That's not engaging and it's not fun. It's like the 2 years that the Cutlass won. It's like, yeah, it was always going to win. Because it was like, why not? All right. All right, I got to head to an OM point first. There's an OM point right there. I don't know if everyone who has a Carrack has a MSR, but in my opinion, it's kind of it's boring when you have nothing, when it becomes a whale fight between, like, what multi-$100 ship should get a free skin. It becomes kind of pointless. And change the way the competition works, yeah. I think that it's a reasonable change to say that if you won one year, you can't win the next year. So anyone who gets in the top 4 can't win the next year, and I think that would actually add a lot of drama, because if you got the top, if your ship is going to get into the top 4, you really want it to get to the top 1, because you're not going to fucking get a chance next year. So the finals becomes a dog fucking fight. It becomes a pit viper fight where everyone's doing their best to try to get their side to win, because they know they don't have a chance next year to go for number 1, which would drive up engagement and get more people interested, and it would allow for more variety where you're not going to have the same 4 ships every year. It does risk having the same 8 ships every 2 years, but. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, so in a perfect world, they should make several categories. Make 32 categories. And each category you have ships in. So like touring, exploration, interceptor, light fighter, medium fighter, heavy fighter, transport, starter, you know, those sorts of things. And each, and then you have the preliminaries is just which of those in those categories gets to get in. And then you do a 32 ship bracket where every one of those ships in that 32 ship range gets to purchase a skin. You can get a best in show skin, but you have to pay for it. And then the ones in the top 4 get that skin for free plus a little additionals, and then the number 1 gets the best for free. Because I think more people would be into it, because if your ship got into the top 32, you would buy a fucking skin if you thought it was cool. And if your ship got into the top 4, then you wouldn't have to buy the skin. So that would be like, hey, I get free shit. And I'm not going to buy the, oh, it's so difficult to make 32 skins for a ship. Bullshit. Not with the tools they have now. And the staff they have now. Yeah, you just take the top ships in every category and throw them against each other. Why not make a ship for all of those? Mostly because there is a limit to like the cost. Like there are 400 ships. They want to have something like 400 total ships, including variants, in the game by next year. They want 100 ground vehicles in the game. They only have like 20, even with the variants. So, like, there becomes a point where it's just like, that's a little ridiculous. We don't know what the citizen or the IAE year is this year, so no. Ooh, that's a bright green one. I haven't seen one of these before. Yeah, not by next year. I don't think it's by next year, but like they want to have 100 ground vehicles eventually in the game. How are they going to imagine that or manage that? My guess is make ships with variations, make vehicles with variations at the box. So, like, for instance, I could see them doing a platform for an APC and having that APC platform also be an anti-air platform, also be a medical platform, also be a communications platform, an exploration platform, that kind of thing. Kind of like how the there's an famous American APC. It's old now, but it's been turned into fucking everything. You know, an infantry fighting vehicle, an APC, all these sorts of things. And that's kind of what they're doing with the Atlas chassis, the Anvil ground vehicle. We're gonna see a ton more Anvil stuff like that too. And also, you could probably see something similar, but for trucks. Like, there are so many things you can do for a truck. The M113, thank you, yes. That's the one I was thinking about, yeah. The aluminum can. Like, we still need, like, an 18-wheeler. And you can take an 18-wheeler kind of, sort of, like, cargo vehicle and turn it into anything. Like, you can turn it into a mobile science lab, a mobile base, a mobile repair shop. You can turn it into literally, like a hauler for vehicles. You can turn it into, like, there's so many things you could do with that sort of vehicle. And, you know, have a new manufacturer or Tumbril or one of the other manufacturers make it. The Atlas chassis needs more air between the belly and the ground. It gets stuck easily. Yeah, it does. I want to see some Misk's Grey Cat salvage vehicle. Yeah, look, we don't even have a salvage vehicle, like a ground vehicle for salvaging. We don't have a repair vehicle for ground vehicles, or a vehicle that's designed to repair ships or vehicles, ground vehicles. The other thing that I'm a big fan of is fucking artillery. Because it's going to be difficult for CIG to make traditional deployable artillery the way that we, you know, have in real life. But it probably won't be too difficult for them to make, what is it? What are they called? It's not mobile artillery. It's like mobile guns or something like that, whatever it's called. Basically, artillery that you put on like a big vehicle and you can move it around. Self-propelled, thank you. That's the term. Because artillery has a space for in the battlefields of Star Citizen. It will eventually. Doesn't the army use something that's like very it's there's a chassis that's the HIMARS, like HIMARS gets a lot of attention because of the war in Ukraine right now, but the HIMARS is just built on a chassis that's used for a dozen different vehicles, including transport, troop transport, all those other things. So. Yeah, I'd love to see the RN become more of its role. See if it comes in. When will other ships have bombs? Wasn't it supposed to be in already? No, I think they mentioned they actually built a size 3 bomb, but they haven't really messed with it since then. The real reason I see there isn't any reason for them is until they have base shields or something that gives them. I don't see priority. Yeah, I could see bases getting more. Bases need to get more defenses, either shields, which I think is the simple solution, or something like what is the damn thing called? I know on the sea it was called the Sea Whiz, but there's a version like the Iron Dome that Israel has, and the U.S. military has something similar, which like it intercepts mortars or artillery fire or rockets. Yeah, the Hammett is a good one. The C-RAM. Yeah, the C-RAM. Something like that on a base. So it's like, oh, you want to fucking bomb me? Fuck you. Your bomb exploded and now you're dead. You want to try to hit missile me? Fuck you. You know, stuff like that, and better anti-aircraft, anti-air cover, and that kind of thing. There's a recovery HEMTT. It's a recovery vehicle that can be used for cargo transport as well. Is the HEMTT the same thing that the HIMARS is built on? It may be, but yeah, the HEMTT is the same. That's the idea. Yeah, Ursa Medical. We don't even have a medical vehicle for ground, so there's lots of things they could do to improve. Like take the current versions stuff they have and slap a new kind of role for it. Hey, Astro Chronicles. Yeah, I do think there'll be ground cargo options, mostly because once right now people are like, well, there's no point. The answer is there will be when there's more cost to running your ships. When you have things like the cost of turning on your ship costing fuel, where where repairs are going to be a lot more consistent and needed. I've been predicting an Ursa ambulance for a long time, or at least a ground vehicle ambulance of some kind. Why would you need ground vehicles when you have spaceships? Because ground vehicles don't cost fucking tons of fuel. They don't break down every 5 minutes because you ran out of quantum fuel. Are they slower? Yes, but they're reliable and they're less intrusive. It's something weird here. I don't trust this.
Engines online. Engines offline.
All right. I'll be right back, Jack. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, welcome back. Saw a render for the Legionnaire, but they went the opposite direction. I did make a concept for transporting thousands of SU on the ground for the cheap commodity like waste or scrap. Okay, yeah. When the multi-crew story starts to become a thing, what do you think will be the most difficult hurdle for CIG? Making it fun. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest biggest hurdle that CIG has with any kind of concept for Star Citizen is making the game, making that concept fun. I'm gonna risk it. There's nobody around. Yeah, the eventual goal is to do smuggling missions. There is smuggling missions they added in 317 too, but I gotta finish this last reputation mission to get access to them again. Honestly, I don't know. It's asking a lot, but it would be cool if they just added a brand new ship company. It'd be cool to see a brand new ship company, but we'll see. They'll eventually have to. I still have notifications off. They shouldn't have notifications off. Not with. Alerts are still on.
Good news, everyone.
No, they're still working. You'll need ground vehicles in the storms and no-fly zones. Yeah, but I mean, those are going to be few and far between. There needs to be other reasons for it. But like, if it's more expensive, yeah, you should be able to hear that. I heard it at least. You're not hearing it? No, the sandworm's not pyro. That's the sandworm is Lear, which isn't anywhere near close. It may be that the alerts aren't on my AFK screen yet. I got to go through and redo my entire OBS setup to see what the fuck went wrong with the audio. I mean, they kind of have a monopoly, but that's mostly because, like, you got to remember that. I'll take that just because I can. I'll also go sell these when I can. Is there anything else around here I can steal? You got anything I can steal? Yeah. Yeah, I know that, but I mean, is it a fake mission? Yeah, it wasn't. It was a demo, effectively. Do they plan on doing that? Yes, but that was it was like literally a what do they call it? A tech demo. It's designed to show off the ideas and plans that they had, and they got a lot of shit for it too for doing that when it was obviously fake. Hello, Astropub. My first mission for Teak, or rather a shifty woman in Area 18. This is essentially a bunker mission, and if you fail, you abandon it. That's the end of involvement with Twitch. Oh, Twitch. You're talking about Twitch. Yes, it can be a problem. You'll have to if you fail it, you have to wait some time for her reputation to reset with you, and then she'll contact you again and be like, don't fuck it up again. But yeah, you have one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime, yo. OBS is better than my experience with XSplit, because it didn't cost me anything to install OBS, and there's a lot more options with OBS now. It's just OBS has got so many weird ins and outs that I have to figure out. And every time something updates it, you know. Ooh, now I want mom's spaghetti. Yeah. The sandworms are in lore. They do plan on adding them to Lear. But you're more likely to see, especially when Pyro comes out, you're more likely to see the whip crab or the stone bug walking around than that. But yeah, there'll definitely be storms that you can't go into, or areas which are restricted or just unable to fly to because it's too dangerous to fly into them, and which will force you to go to the ground. But I don't think those are going to be. Those will be mostly the exception rather than the rule, and it won't be automatic. They won't like manually pull you away. It'll just be like, hey, you were risking a lot by going into the storm. Double check my... I'm a runner again. Okay. So, it's time to head back up. I gotta head back to Crusader. Yeah, the sandworms from the Lear system. Yeah, her name is Ticia Pacheco, but her handle was Twitch because she used to be a security officer for Blackjack Security. And then she got into a scuffle, which never specified who she got into a fight with, but it's most likely Ninetails, where she got injured and she lost her eyes. And when she lost her eyes, she had to get cybernetic implants to replace them, and she lost her job with Blackjack. Sandworms are a lie, yes, like Cake from Portal. LGK is basically saying they have that in that mission that they showed at CitizenCon. They had like you couldn't land in this area because of the storms and stuff like that, and a storm was coming in, and those would all like cause problems, and so you had to land to go somewhere else. That's still the kind of plan. Will the Ranta be as cute as Sherry's concept art? It better fucking well be. I think it's adorable. So stone bugs are new, yeah. Because the thing is, the image they showed was a stone bug, and what they described was a stone bug in the monthly report, which tells me that they're going to get stone bugs for Lear or for Pyro. But what they described in lore is that Rantas were isopod looking things. And what they showed was a fucking isopod. It was literally a roly-poly, which is like, but an alien version, which is exactly what an isopod is. I believe it is canon. The SCL is that paint drawing from Sherry last SCL is now canon. Did No Man's Sky ever get that sandworm? I think it did. I can't wait till Lear 3 gets into the game, because when Lear 3 gets in the game in like 5 years, all of the articles where Star Citizen finally gets its sandworm 15 years after it launched. Because gaming websites can't get away from that money. They can't resist the sweet clickbait. Mwah. They got ramen to eat and beans to make in their apartment that costs them $4,000 a month. That looks like a closet. That's the real shitty part about the whole thing. Is that like they'll like that an article like that will make the publisher, you know, a shit ton of money, and they only pay us like 1/16 of the actual earnings to the writer. So the writer is living in fucking poverty, damn near poverty, and the editors and the owners are like raking in big fucking dough. What are the most valid and invalid criticisms of Star Citizen? I would say the most invalid criticism of Star Citizen is that they don't communicate enough. I think they communicate more than any other game company that I've ever heard of. I do think that a valid criticism of Star Citizen is that CIG rarely actually sets proper expectations. They let their own enthusiasm get in the way of tempering the enthusiasm of other players. They are very bad at that. Like, a good example is, right now, 100%, CIG knows that 4.0 is going to take longer than they initially anticipated. They know that now. They know that probably knew that as of August. But they haven't said shit. Why? Because they want to save it for CitizenCon so that they can explain in detail why it's going to take them longer than they think, because they're going to show off a bunch of cool tech when they say, hey, this is all good tech, but we're waiting for this other thing to come in, so we need to get this done. So we still have some time to go. And as a result, because they're delaying that, it's so fucking frustrating because the CIG will know things well ahead of time, just refuse to tell us. What's the biggest payout? All right, we're going to go to selling, yelling, selling. So we're going to go to yellow first. Where's the source on that though? What source? What do you mean? That CIG knows? Nothing. CIG hasn't said shit. But they've done that in the past. Where... Oh, there's no source for it. Because CIG doesn't say anything. They're not going to say anything until CitizenCon. And then they'll say it at CitizenCon. The way that I know that it's going to take longer than they anticipate is take a look at what's on the roadmap. Take a look at what's being talked about. And then compare what is left for 318. Notice that 318 hasn't even reached Evocati level. It's not going to reach Evocati level until the end of the month. Even CIG has said that. And if it reaches Evocati level, and Chris Roberts has also said that it's going to take longer to test the 318, the likelihood of us getting 318 before the end of the year is very, very low. Or high, but like 319 by the end of the year is very low. Which means they'll move everything from 319 to the spring. And the likelihood of, which means 4.0 at the earliest, is going to come in the summer. And what did they do with 318 when this exact same thing happened in this summer? They pushed it to the fall. So the likelihood is that CIG is going to push 4.0 to the fall. And I think CIG knows that because of a variety of other issues. Q&A is a big issue because you've got QA needs time and effort. They're building a live service. They need to test the shit out of 318, and you don't even know how much of the PES service is going to be in 318. They may need more services. There's so many unknowns that the likelihood of being 100% sure that it's going to come out at this date is fucking impossible. And that's what they'll explain at CitizenCon. But they've already made those decisions because they make these decisions to go. What went into CitizenCon was made. It's so hard to tell where the fuck I am. Was made at least at the beginning of September, if not the end of August. They had those meetings to say what's going to go in and what's not. They have to make those plans. They don't just come up with them on the fly. And they already know or are already working on those presentations. And so like it doesn't take a logical leap to kind of go through and know that CIG takes time to prepare things, but at the same time CIG refuses to tell us immediately. They're going to wait for something else, and it's because CIG doesn't want to, for instance, take something off the progress tracker if they have no way to replace it. So like they'll take something off the progress tracker, but they won't put it back on until they absolutely know what to replace it with, you know, kind of thing. Which may mean that they're working on something in the background and testing it out before it actually comes out. Here's another example. iCache. iCache was supposed to be the thing instead of PES, and iCache was quietly shelved and changed to PES, and we didn't know about it. We didn't know about it until they'd already switched over to PES. I think we'll get 3.18 out this year. I think CIG has a marketing need to get 3.18 out this year. I don't think we're going to not get 3.18 this year. God, it's a lot of packages. God, smuggling is worth it alone just because you can do this shit. I forgot to pick up the stuff from local inventory. There we go. Jump town skills activate. .4 is not beta. 4.0 is still alpha, because if it's beta, they would say beta 1.0. I do think that 4.0 is the last stage of alpha before we reach beta. I love the freaking tractor beam gun. It's great. I can still hear Astropub when I have 1% on it. Oh, fuck you. Oh, he's just about to be under. Okay. So, CIG was very clear very early on when they talked about beta. They said that alpha is when they're working on alpha, that will be feature complete. When they move from alpha to beta, beta will be feature complete. The release is content complete. So, what you're going to see is, okay, so let's go here first. Is there a pickup package? We'll go there first. Will the game, when it releases beta, be still open and playable, and there still be lots of wipes and potential or full? I think so. I think. Thank you, Roland. We were looking at it earlier today. Everything was great until last one, but I couldn't take that one. Wouldn't take. Yeah, that can happen sometimes. There's been some workarounds that I've discovered how it functions, but it'll definitely still be open. Like, you'll still be playing the game. And they'll still have free flights and stuff like that. Nothing's really going to fundamentally change in terms of how the game is played, in terms of like how you interact with the game as a product, from alpha to beta. Like, they'll still sell game packages, they'll still sell ships, they'll still do free flights, they'll still do sales, all that kind of stuff. The major difference is going to be when they reach beta, they're no longer really working on the fundamental features like server meshing and quanta, and so those kind of things, and are more working on just adding content. So fleshing out the systems we have for bounty hunting, for trading, for mining. So I think CIG is much more willing to just say it's beta once they've reached a situation where all of the foundations are in, and at least what they want to have for a version 1 of the game for professions is in and working. Which I think is likely going to be bounty hunting, smuggling, piracy, trading, salvage, repair, racing. What else is there? I think that's about it. That's about it, yeah. Exploration, yeah. Exploration. That's the last one. Exploration and science are going to be the last ones. So, like, there could be a situation where we reach a 1.0 version of Star Citizen, or at least a beta version of Star Citizen, and we don't have base building. And they'll definitely still wipe. I also do, while I don't have any confirmed about this, I think CIG is more likely, or probably going to be more prone to releasing the game, releasing beta, having a beta wipe, or beta as a, soft launch, where they just stop wiping and continue to add things, rather than having a 1.0 release. Because I don't think CIG will want to have a 1.0 release until they have all of their systems in-game. Oh, they'll definitely they'll beta without 100 systems. They'll beta with 5 systems. They've even said that in the past, that they'd beta with 5 systems. So ships will be, for the most part, feature complete, unlike the current situation where they have the vast majority of ships are not feature complete, fully functional in all departments. I don't think you'll see all of the ships be feature complete when they go to beta. I think you'll see all of the ships be feature they'll be in some stage of complete or not complete. But there's more than just... Ships need more than just...
Engines online.
more than... they need those ships... They need the ships to have the components and stuff like that, all the systems in, for Squadron, let alone for the game. What do you think of the Min system? There's nothing in the Min system. It's literally nothing. There's no star. I don't even think there's a planet. It's just empty space, if I remember correctly. No, there's a rogue planet, right? It's like a gas giant or something like that is there, and that's it. Okay. There's one gas giant with 4 moons. All right. If it's one thing you're going to learn from this smuggler, it's going to be this. Quantum canceling is your best friend. I just turned a... I turned a several minute, like a 10-minute journey into less than 5. Because I quantum canceled. Be very dark though. There's the old joke about that Jax made, that freelancer or that MISC cockpits have the vistas of a Min sunrise. I feel like the tank in the Matrix movie talking to Neo, Star Citizen. They said you were the one. They say you're the capable of. It's a very exciting time. Let's get to it. Yeah, we're very much in an interesting situation where. CIG is still chasing down the last bits of their current tech, but like Quanta at a basic form is in the game, and with PES we're going to see some expansions of that, and I think the last major hurdle that they'll have is static server meshing. And once they have static server meshing in, because again I fully believe that we won't see static server meshing until the end of next year. We'll have a bunch more tools that Montreal will have made to procedurally generate a lot of the stuff they want to do. We'll have a brand new Loreville. We'll have a brand new system to explore, and probably only 1 or 2 patches after that having new systems. I still think that they could 100% drop Nixon. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! Ooh, I love it. I love that. Keep forgetting that you can do that. Back in the Ben Lesnick days. This year's Citizen Con should be about 4.0, but it's possible CIG will show us something about from Squadron 42. A little bit. But Chris Roberts even said in his letter that they don't plan on showing anything about Squadron 42 at Citizen Con. So, hey, Revan, how you doing? Quantum canceling is also a good way to hide. QT towards a destination, stop halfway. QT towards another destination, cancel, and you're in a random place in space. Yeah, it's a great way of getting away from it. It's how I got away from the last guy. It's also a great way of logging out, because if you quantum cancel between 2 locations in like two systems, you can log out and you almost guaranteed to log back in. That's what I did recently, just now. I quantum canceled out of an entire The last stream I did, and I came back in, I was here. I was just still in that same place with where I logged out. Will dynamic missions CIG made in alpha be in release product, or they have evolved from what they've done? They'll evolve. The big thing to remember about the dynamic missions that we see, the missions we see now, is that they're more templates and practice for mission designers to function. Eventually, they will chain.
Landing gear down. Engines online.
Trying to get that canceled, the sound down. Dynamic missions are going to be little subsets of the missions we have now, but they'll be chained together. So you'll have multiple stages and multiple versions, like do this, then this, then this, then this kind of situation. All right, so which one do I need to drop off? Drop off package 16536. All right, which one are you? That's you. Oh, look at that. Surprise fucking prize. I mean, this is just adding a wish list item, but would be cool one day. Fucking shit. Oh, shoot. B1's fine. I've tried that, doesn't work. See, it's in my hand still. It's bugged out. Yeah, I thought they fixed it too, but they didn't. Yep, won't matter. Doesn't matter what I push. Even turning on the mobile glass will do that. It's entirely bugged out. Yep. Bring back the Smuggler's Triangle. That's fucking old. I wish they could bring that back. That was the glorious times. So there is a solution for this. It requires getting out of the requires you to get out of the zone, like the what is it called? The object container. You have to get out of the object container. Tried pulling out the multi-tool. I'm doing all inner thoughts. It just doesn't work. So the last chance I have is getting out of the physics grid. Well, not physics grid. Getting out of the No. You don't need a smuggler's hold for the Cutlass Black. Yeah, I may be fucked. Alright, so let me, at the very least, let me get to Grim Hex, and then try the old trick. Oh, I can't even do that, right. No, everything's fucked right now. So, the key is to go to Grim Hex, commit seppuku, and then that should fix my problem. I should drop the box when I die, because I'm resetting the character status. Hey, Paul in chat. I hope bugs are being mild. Got a PSA for you. The Oklahoma Wildlife Department would like to remind you that a bear spray does not work like bug spray. They're really hoping to not have to repeat this warning. What? That's weird. So here's the reason. Here's the reason why. Oh, fuck me. Ah, Ninetales. Yeah, I got sticks. Doesn't matter where I end up, because I can always come back to where my Cutlass Red is here in Grim Hex. Probably end up back at Hurston, but that's fine. Sort of. It's a mission that was out in 317 too. It's a smuggling mission. It's basically the same thing as the box missions. It's just... It's definitely a station of some kind. Well, that's the secret, is that if you put the
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Where are you, miss?
Your insurance claim has been sent. Please visit us again. Your insurance claim has been sent. ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
All right, wait about 4 minutes for this.
Visit us again.
Yeah, definitely around Hurston. It's all right, though. Here's the secret, y'all. If you take your gown off and put it inside the local inventory, it'll pull from the same inventory every time. So you don't actually have to drop it anywhere. You just leave it in your inventory, and it'll constantly pull it from there, and it'll never do that. So. Yes, Ronaman. Using a medical ship to do your smuggling in. That's just plain subversive. It's devious, right? Do you have drugs on board the ship? Of course I do. I'm a fucking ambulance. Of course I got drugs on this ship. You hurt? You need some?
Drinks all around. Let's party like it's your birthday. Party like it's your birthday. Come on, put your lips together. Blow the candle out. Party like it's your birthday. Party like it's your birthday. I wanna make you feel real special. Put your name in lights. We are gonna party like it's your birthday. Gonna party like it's your birthday. Gonna party like it's your birthday.
Sly-Fi gifting that sub to
Just got a
Warthog.
sub from Sly_5. Sly_5 gifted a tier 1 sub to Wordbug. They have given 580 gift subs in the channel.
You madman. Thank you so much for that, Sly-Fi. You are a very important pupper, very impressive pisser. And Wurtbog, you're also a very important pupper, very impressive pisser. You both rock. Shots and cheers in chat, yo. Shots and cheers. We're gonna get back to doing doing stuff next week. My plan next week is to do a Friday to do the bar stream, and then Sunday to do our usual relic expeditions with lore. So, yes, dude standing at the window, never is having a rave in his head. How else are you gonna spend time while you're waiting for your ship to come back?
Insurance claim has been sent.
45 seconds. Did someone say archaeology? How does dying actually work, by the way? Because I thought you were supposed to lose personal items upon death, but I've died twice and kept all my stuff. Not complaining, of course. That's a bug. If you died inside a zone or near a zone that actually has gear, then you don't lose your stuff. It's all this stuff should be stored in the local inventory. But if you died way out in the middle of nowhere, then yeah, you lose your stuff. So, but if you died in the middle of nowhere and kept your stuff, then that's just a bug.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
I'm just an old-fashioned cowboy.
As long as you're an armistice, you'll keep your stuff in local inventory. Yeah. So the idea being that the rotation's going to be Fridays, every Friday except for the last Friday of the month will be bar streams, and then at least two Sundays of the month will be lore get-togethers where we go do relic expeditions. The last Sunday of the month is going to be a bar crawl, and then that Friday will probably be some smuggling stuff and some other stuff. Maybe some Zero to Hero, because I haven't done that in a while. I know there's drugs on board, but it's a medical ship after all. But there's a question. Is a medical ship less likely to be stopped than planetary security? Hence a version of lawful surveillance? Do you think that that cops are going to suspect a very legitimate looking ambulance from that it's going to be smuggling contraband? Probably not, because it's an ambulance. Who would think that?
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
You are clear to launch.
Archaeology needs a Corsair to explore, right? I like your thinking. Mook. And cops don't ever stop ambulances. I don't think they ever don't stop it, unless they have an absolute reason to stop one. They just generally won't even consider it. What do I use to fly? Mouse and keyboard? No, twin sticks. Hosas. Hands on stick and stick. So I've got two T16000Ms that I use. What gameplay changes do you see coming with the security points thing and with a new prison plan for Kleischer prison? New things for Kleischer prison? I mean, the CIG's already addressed some of those issues we had. They're trying to remove. They're trying to make crime stat 1 and 2 to be fines and also not to be kill on sight. So they're improving that because I think CIG, like, it didn't take but 5 minutes after they announced that for everyone to be like, bro, have you even thought about this? For them to go, oh, right, maybe we should do that. I'm glad that they're listening to us. And here's the thing, that's important to remember. Content creators will bring up these issues, but content creators don't mean shit without the backers and other people who watch, you know, reiterating or kind of spreading that message. So that change happened because content creators brought it up, but it only happened because players also and backers decided to talk about it to CIG and make a reference to it. So if they're going to increase the time for put cargo on your ship, will they increase payouts? No. Payouts are going to get lower and lower every single as they add more stuff to the game for like more variety. So like as they add in cargo mechanics, as they add in bounty hunting mechanics, they're going to increase the time it takes to do those jobs and decrease the profitability. I haven't seen Overclocked yet, no. That's the one that's done by Zark Media, right? Yeah, we called them privateers in English, but yeah, Corsair is the same concept. Now, I wouldn't get too upset about it because at its core, what's going to be improved by what's going to improve in the game is when they get dynamic missions. Missions are no longer going to be a static price. The price will be variable depending on the difficulty and the willingness of the payer to pay, because it'll be more based off of the Quantus system, which is what we see right now with some of those missions for like, hey, I'm in hell, I need help, come get me, kind of thing. Those missions are variable depending on the difficulty and like kind of what's already there. That's what's going to have. So is it a feature length? Is it 90 minutes long, or is it just an hour? Yeah, so that's the reason why like CIG doesn't want to. For some reason, CIG wants to decrease the amount of money you make rather than increase, and I think that the reason why is because when they want to test something, they're going to increase the amount of money per testing, which is, I think, a decent idea. I think a lot of players had suggested that you just, instead of nerfing things you don't want to be tested, increase the things you want to be tested, increase the payouts. But when the actual Quanta system is fully involved in the game, we'll start to see variable prices for goods and variable other variable stuff for
Landing complete. Have a business to say. Hello, and welcome to Thank you. And please visit again. Assigned.
C8's there. Yeah, it took a while for us to I think, to drill that into CIG's head, though, that positive reinforcement works better than negative reinforcement. But once that's just for testing purposes, and once the Quanta system is in, they're going to want to test it as well. But the idea is that's part of the dynamic economy. Missions will not have set variables, and they'll have a lot of other things that'll plug into them, rather than just. So it'll be much more difficult to judge when a.
Landing gear down.
when something's going to be worth the money or the time, that kind of stuff.
Engines off.
Landing complete. Have a business to say.
Increase the playability but reduce the reward. That's question. The balance presently seems to be combat focused. Are they going to balance it by refocusing more on trade and hauling? There's no point in doing trade or hauling balances until they actually get the quantum system in place for the dynamic economy. Once the dynamic economy is finished, then yeah, I can almost guarantee you that's what they'll do. But until then, they're going to focus on combat because A, that's what works, and B, that's what's in Squadron 42. So it's a legitimate feature-length film, because I think a feature-length film is 80 minutes. There's requirements for 80 minutes, so they made a feature-length film. Nice.
Welcome to the ASOS.
Can
gonna
anyone
sit-
help me?
X, what do you need?
What do you need help with?
I'm having trouble spotting my ship.
What do you need help with? How do you... What do you mean?
You look familiar. Who are you?
What do you need help with, guy?
It's not me, it's them.
I'm just saying, whoever needs help, what do you need help with?
Yeah. Do I think Squadron 42 will use Quanta? Probably not. Which is why it's not as important.
Okay, then fuck your chicken strips.
That was harsh. Someone else had them, so I was like, that's fine.
Wait. Wait, what are you doing?
Fuck you, X.
Don't pretend you don't know who this is. Don't fucking pretend. You know exactly who the fuck this is, especially if I speak normally.
Yeah, I know who it is. What are you doing, X?
I was on the server and then I realized you were here, so I was like, oh, I gotta go trolling.
Okay, that was you who I was asking for help.
And you turned out you were flying to me. You were flying to me. Yeah, I was trying to put an accent, but I'm fucking terrible at British
British accent. No, I gotta figure out how to fix this stupid bug. So I gotta get this done. Chat's telling you it's.
I only just turned your sound on so I could hear, so I actually couldn't hear you until just now.
It's like I had a bug where like the thing was stuck on my hands. The box was stuck in my hands.
Oh, don't. By the way, don't die here. The elevators are really bugged now. They're not like fixable bugged. You can't get out. You have to actually log out, log back in to get back in.
Good to know.
Yeah. All right. Have fun, buddy.
Later, X. Yeah, in game. VoIP's been in the game for a long time.
Welcome. Welcome again to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Fixing these screens.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system.
If I make you breakfast in bed, a simple thank you is all I need. Not all this stupid, what are you doing in my house crap. What's with all the screaming?
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Yeah. It doesn't always work.
That lady still here?
No, I think she left. She cursed him out. I don't think he heard her. Oh no! It is fully fucking bugged. This entire system is bugged. I can't even pick up those boxes anymore. Fuck. Well, time for more reputation grinding. I thought maybe killing him would work, but I guess it's got to be completely log out and log back in. Try what again? Oh. Well, it's because you just caught me at the right time, Mook. That's why. Because I'm actually like looking at chat and while not focusing on other things. Hey, Serge, how you doing? Armor. Right, they don't have the actual good stuff that I like. It's all right. They used to have such good options here, and it's so garbage now. Weapons are pretty good, though. Let's find the right weapons. Question: I dig your background, not just a screenshot. How did you put it together? This? So this is it cost me $600. It was a bunch of other things as well, but this was done by an artist who did the. This is a full like GIF effectively. So it's got the full. This is a full GIF plus like some transparent options, so I can put the whole thing. And then what I did is for OBS, you can take a scene and put it inside another scene. So I just transferred a scene. This scene is the same scene as here. So they're the exact same scene. I just need the P4AR. Oh yeah, I need that one too. P4 by 6. All right. No, I don't have a new helmet. I have to get another helmet, but this will be fine for now.
Hey, welcome to... Never mind.
There you go. Let's see if maybe, just maybe, I can get this in. Yes! Yes! All right. Hey, Space Scott, how you doing? It looks great. Right embedded very nicely. Do some smuggling in 315 now as well. Hey, I'm glad you got the 315. It's a great ship for smuggling. It's one of the best ship for smuggling, honestly, in my opinion. Later there, Outlaw Knight. Good, thanks. Just painting some heresy stuff. Nice. Yeah, I'm never really gonna get into heresy. I don't think.
Welcome to the ASOP.
I've got Blood Bowl to finish. I just assembled last night after Captain's Table. I assembled my Black Orc team that I got with the starter pack. So I've got that team to do for October. I've got a Boar Boss and Mega Armor, which I'm currently working on. 5 Storm Boys, which I'm working on as well for more Orc stuff. Then I've got a bunch of Guard reinforcements I got to paint, and then I've got Space Marines to paint, and then I also have a bunch of things for Marvel Crisis Protocol to paint too. So I got some Legion minis and stuff. So I'm good for a while. Well, the problem is that like I'm kind of limited to what Cam likes because I like my local gaming club. There's no local gaming club where I am. There is, but it's like the way they play is either one of 2 places which are farther away. There's no like place that's easy for me to go to, and I don't have a lot of time anyways. So.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Like there was a dissatisfied customer laid out there. Very grim hex.
Your
Yeah.
vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar 2. It's very fancy and fast too. The 315p, yes. It's got a great. It's got everything. It's got good range. It's got adjustable parts. It has a freaking tractor beam on the front of it. All right, let's see if this breaks everything. Nope. Good. You know, I'm gonna before I head out, I'm gonna see how much this is worth. Can I put this in my local inventory? Nah, I can't put it in the local vehicle. We can put it in vehicle inventory? Yeah. Hey Zal, what's the best general laser cannon or laser repeater for the Alpha Mustang? For Mustang Alpha? Honestly, I'd argue probably just the Bulldog, the standard laser repeater. Anything else, you're gonna get a little bit more weird. There's cannons, which are I would say the Omniski, probably pretty good. Yeah, it's fine. SZ2 go with the FL22. Oh wait, yeah, the admin's over here. Scatterguns are pretty good. Scatterguns have always been a good option, but you gotta get really close. I may have been able to, but... Nope, it's Revenant Tree Pollen. I can't sell it here. I thought I might be able to sell it because it looks like it was good, but... The problem is that half the stuff you can get in-game, you can only sell at very specific locations. And for some fucking reason, Grimhex isn't a place where you can sell all of your illegal goods. I think they do it intentionally, so like you can't just like take missions and cancel them and then to sell and make more money. Those should sell at Lord Admin. I'm not going to go there for like a handful of caps. Effective caps. A handful of cash. It's not really worth it. Let's try Hangar 1. I think it's where it might have been there. Hangar 2. This was Hangar 2. For those of you who are wondering, by the way, cargo elevator. They already have locations that they can turn into cargo elevators. I don't think they say cargo elevator on them. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not there. It's this one. Heavy cargo, personnel only. Yeah, this is the cargo elevator. That's fuel. I'll see what these are later. Just for shits and giggles. Let's get this mission done now. All right.
You are clear to launch.
Yeah, I know the no question asked terminal. But last I heard, it doesn't work anymore. And you can only the only reason why it's there is so you can sell at a loss if you buy the wrong materials. Like if you bought like slam, you can't actually make money off of slam except during Jump Town. And so if you buy slam accidentally, you can go sell it off, but you'll have a loss. Okay, that wasn't good. The fuck? Okay, you're gonna go back and land and get that repaired.
Thank you. Please visit again.
Landing gear down.
I don't know what just happened there. So a player could save it and sell it for profit during Jump Town? Probably.
Hydrogen fuel is at 100.
Maze, thank you, not slam. I thought it was slam. But yeah, slam I think is still not profitable. You just can't make money off of it.
Landing gear.
You are clear to launch.
Do I think persistent hangers will come out in 319? I don't know. I really don't know.
Thank you. Please visit again.
Is now off.
5 FPS.
Is now off.
All right, we're gonna go to selling first. Courts do that in my city, and that's the few years ISO cubes, Mega City 1, Justice Department, and the dim view of the seat of the plants flying in the spaceships. Hey, how's it going there, Captain Willie? Yeah, I know the feeling, buddy. I know the feeling. I'm good. I'm getting over COVID. First time I got COVID in 2 years. But now I'm just gonna I've also been doing better for. There's a lot of things have happened. Am I recording my Smuggling 2.0 guide? No, not yet. I'll do that at some point. Probably this week or next week. For the 317.2 Smuggling guide. Basically just walk through how you get to the smuggling itself and if it's worth it. Just kind of discussing if it's worth it. I don't think it really is worth it in general. But it's not a bad option. Especially with tractor beams now. It's just not worth it as much as like the other missions. So like doing the missions where you go around and you pick up the boxes at the bunkers, you earn 45k per run for that. And it's slightly longer than these missions, but these missions make you go to so many different places that it's just not worth it. You could theoretically take a bunch of them, like all of them, and then just do them all at once. But you're risking like losing a bunch of reputation if you do that. Because if a bug happens, then you're screwed. Just ripping off your avatar, which is Judge Dredd. Okay, I got what you're saying. I got the reference. I'm just wondering what you're talking about. What I want is an apartment like the Hornet and Aurora commercials. When do you think that'll happen? Where you can just go like fly to a location and be cool? Not until after PES is in. Just gonna move the body out of the way. Oh, that's sweet. PAB1, Inquisitor Arms Aqua. Nothing else is here, right? Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's Maze right there. I didn't even intend for that to happen. All right. Speaking of bugs, I'm sure this is one, but missing crew or missing person mission, there is a room on a wrecked Starfarer which cannot be apparently entered, which have a body in it. Sometimes that's the case, but sometimes it's just often you're not looking in the right direction. What's in the box? I don't have to fucking ask questions, Death Trooper. I get paid not to ask questions. Not really. I mean, instead of a homestead, have an apartment in a city to live in. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I think we're gonna wait until they're gonna have to be after PES. I'd imagine that somewhere around 4.0 or maybe a little bit later, they have to work out persistence and they have to work out shards and a bunch of other things before they get that done. I don't know what wreck you're referencing there, Renaman. You should be able to find all the bodies in like a Starfarer. You should be able to find all the bodies on a crashed Starfarer. It's just there's sometimes you have to like land on top of the actual wreck to get to it. We can't do anything until we have coffee mug technology. Effectively. Hey, Strickland, how you doing? Try to looking at it from a different perspective. If you're having trouble finding a body, try to look to see if there might be a location to enter the wreck from, say, above it or from to the side. Though there could be a bug where they're just the body spawns in a place you're not supposed to go to. Sometimes it just spawns inside of a place where it's not supposed to, but you should be able to reach all the bodies. Oh, maybe you can use organs to make regen gel. I doubt GH has it easy to require regen gel. Probably, yeah, it's probably not easy, which is why it'll be a very valuable commodity to be able to purchase. Alright, so this one's going to be a little weird in terms of quantum jump, but... Flatman had car stolen, so I've been awake since 5 a.m. Oh, that sucks, Stringly. This should be a little bit better now. Yeah, there we go. Almost directly over it. Still want to torture NPC mechanic? I don't think that's going to happen. Ooh. Mental note, cops should check Kura's basement. I'm also thinking about picking up a new pitch for Blood Bowl, because the Blood Bowl pitch that I have is nice. It's okay. It's just, you know, not great. For those of you on Twitch, we're also actually giving away a what is it called? We're giving away a Mustang Alpha with 24 months insurance. So it's this kind of special value that they're doing for the free flights. So. Yeah, the Mustang Alpha Pack. Get a nice neoprene mat. Yeah. There's a couple of them that I've seen that make like the mats and like the whole kit and caboodle on the sides, so.
Landing gear down.
So we're going to pick up a package and drop one off here.
You can take away my spaceship.
Spaceship.
You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never,
Never.
ever
Ever.
take away my space game.
Otmian just resubscribed for 16 months.
Whew. Oh, thank you so much there, Otherman, for that Twitch Prime for 16 months. You were a very important pupper, very impressive pisser, very good pedestrian. This is your fault. You're the reason why I'm drinking out. Shots and cheers in chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. Do I ever wear that helmet in the classroom? No. Five, 3. Guess. Oh, wow. Not what I thought it was going to be. Just want a full-blown apartment instead of a hotel room. I don't mind riding the train to get to my ship. Yeah, I think we're definitely going to get that at some point. Okay, that one's done. All right, let's check these out real quick. Put that in there as well. Put that in there. Good to have. If you ever need guns, come to Grim Hex or come to come to Jump Town, because there almost always is guns galore.
You can take away my space suit.
Suit.
You can even take away my space lasers.
No pew-pews.
But you can never,
Never.
ever
Ever.
take away my space game.
Malkhieri just resubscribed for 14 months, taking full advantage of September. 0.6 months of subbing.
Nice. Thank you.
Done for all the content, Paul. You're one of the good ones. Oh,
Thank you so much,
Sarah.
Mal. Thank you so much for that 14 months there, Malakiri. You're a very important bumper. Very impressive, mister. Very new pedestrian. This is your fault. You're the reason why I drink at night. Shots and cheers and chat, y'all. Shots and cheers. Some reflex stuff in here. Some more beers for y'all. You can get to Jump Town when Jump Town's not on. Yes. It's actually a mission location for smuggling and stuff like that. It's been like that for a while. You can actually buy stuff at Jump Town. Let me show you. I can buy Ultratoxin, Slam, Widow, and Waste. All of these are worthless, though Ultratoxin is okay, and Widow is okay. In fact, I'll do that a little bit right here. Yeah, no, I'll do it now. I just want to make sure I can get this reputation done. In fact, I'm going to put this on my character. That's a shotgun.
Them biddies.
Even them biddies. Could you clarify when you say go to JT for your guns, you mean pre-cleaned, place-named location of Jump Town, not the event? Yes, the place-named Jump Town, not the event. 196 shotguns, okay. But I saw a bunch of these and I was like, oh, maybe there's one of those, the machine gun, but no, I don't think so. AO3 I'll hold on to, though. Yeah, always good to have extra backups there. I know the light machine guns are in high demand for people, so. Must feel like Joker delivering presents. It's just a job. Just a regular old job. Yeah, the FS5s people want, or F55. Yeah. Mistborn Gamers, the best light machine gun available at convenience store. very, We used to call them the Texas store because it was like living in Texas, where you can buy heavy caliber machine guns at fucking grocery stores, at a convenience store. I'll do this one first. I'll drop this one off, then I'll head over there to pick that up and drop the rest of them off, and then finish it off.
Them biddies.
You damn biddies, Rand. Oh God. Oh God, NASA, what have you done? What have you done, NASA? NASA wants us to name the Uranus mission. You know what to do, Internet. You know what to do. Are they trolling? No, they're serious.
Them biddies.
But you know that's how that's going to answer, right? That's going to end with people naming it like various versions of penis. Or just butt sex. That's the name of the mission, butt sex. All right. 4-5, I think is what it is. Okay, 4-5. It's gotta be this 4 right here. It's hard to read, but that was a mistake. Mistakes were made. Leave it open for now, though. 4-6. Is that it? I think there's another one over there too, but oh, the mission name is Talking Out. Talking Out. So Talking Out is heading to Uranus. Talking out of. Because they'll say things like the mission to Uranus, you know, to Uranus. So it's got to be like 150. Okay. Let me loot this place real quick. Do you have what I want? You do. Nice. Take that. Do you have more cool gear? Nah, mostly weapons. She got a Gallant, which is nice, and a Karna, and an Arrowhead. Holy shit. Boom. 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 All of you going into inventory. Gonna bother with this stuff though. Yeah, I'll take that just in case. Goddamn, jackpot. Is that the rare red helmet? I don't know if it is. I'll grab it just in case when I come back, but I still have to deliver this secondary package here. Dust up? Dust up. That's not a dust up one. That's like a regular one. Heaven's Rear. Program Suppository 1. Oh god, Suppository. Call it Suppository would be too clever, though. Too clever for the internet. Okay, I'm gonna check to see what that is. What that helmet was. Anything else here that I can steal? No. Just that one, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's G2 red is all it is. But I'll take it just in case. Did you get any joy out of Redeemer's Showdown performance? That I got joy that it lost. Yeah. It's better. Alright, so I got one more package to deliver. The other side of Daymar. And then I've got another package to deliver, then I'll be done. Wait, the Redeemer failed to redeem itself? It lost to the Scorpius. It didn't even get the top 8. It got in the top 8. It didn't get in the top 4, so it's not getting a skin. Once I get this mission done, I'm going to go take a quick break, bio break to grab something to drink and something like that, but... Okay. So I was watching Auralia fucking drinking and trying to do bunker missions. She tweeted about it. Oh, wait. No. Just now, too? Yeah. Captain ask something? I didn't see that earlier. About trading? I literally don't see anybody. Yeah. I mean, my problem with the MSR is that this is the second year in a row the MSR has won. Like, it's got a skin. It's the first time the Yep, it's all thanks to me. I destroyed the chances of the Redeemer ever getting a skin. What can I say except you're welcome? Oh, famine, lack of world peace, it's all my fault. Don't you remember, X? Content creators can have the power to tell CIG to nerf whatever we want. Because, you know, they only listen to us and not to the average peasant. Yeah, just streamers and YouTubers. The only ones that they listen to. You don't listen to anybody else. Though, X, did you see the announcement that they literally did what we asked them to? That they're doing what we suggested for 318. Speaking of listening to us for the criminality changes. Yeah. It's in, I don't have the link itself, but if you go to the website and you go to the dev tracker, you can find it where they talk about how they've changed one of the things they're updating is they're changing it so that level 1 and 2 crime stats no longer are kill on sight rules and are all fines now. That's the thing they're planning. They said they can't confirm if they can do it. They have a feeling they can do it, but they can't 100% know about that. Basically, I think it took everyone losing their mind over the fact that it's like, fucking what? You can't make these changes. You're going to destroy the experience of most players. And while CIG, they basically firmly said, we can't balance to bugs, because balancing to bugs is not how this works. With that being said, here's the changes we're going to be made. It's like, yeah, well, that's all of us said. We know you can't balance the bugs. You can't balance the bugs because that's just not how development works, but you should at least change the system until you know, to make it a little bit more bearable until the systems are fully in place that you want to. Yeah. Oh, recently I haven't been doing a lot, but usually, which might be a surprise, I usually game more than I talk. Holy shit, there's a lot of shit. Is there anything decent, though? Nah, nothing decent. No, I do like that, though. I like the color, too. Yeah, I'll get that as well. That's good. We're good. Nothing behind the desk, right? Nope. We're good. We're out. We out. Last drop off, then we get 20k off of this. Only 20k. Now, Phoenix does have the best looking bar. You talk too much. Just sit there and look pretty. I'm not too surprised. I mean, it's free flight, so people got other things to do. Has the free flight been okay with y'all? Because I think it feels a lot better now. For those of you who don't know, it's free flight for this entire week, I believe. So if you want to get in, if you have been waiting for to get involved in the game and you want to try it out, you can try it out for free. Exclamation point Star Citizen, I think, or exclamation point SC. If you're creating an account, you can use my referral code, and if you actually buy the game, you get a little additional bonus for using my referral code, if you want to. But all you need is an account, and you can play it for free. There's the typical bugs. It doesn't seem like there's anything else, though. Oh, and you get a free hover quad if you buy. So if you purchase the game, they give you a hover quad for free. I think it's just not very well advertised is the issue. Wait, I'm going to do this first. I can't do Koblik Shipping Hub. There we go. Another pro tip, if you're going to be jumping around a planet, make sure you go to an MOM marker first. That's the best way of preventing yourself from glitching through the planet. For guess one too, sweet. So yeah, if you end up buying the game, you will get us a nice little hover ATV. I will get one, and you will get one as well. That was a 400i. We're just chilling there. I did not see it until I just turned around to jump. Hey, Rellin. I don't think Sitcon's going to be bigger than originally planned. I think Sitcon is exactly as what it's being planned as. So if doing a new account, I would still need to do a referral code to get a hover quad. Would I still need to do a referral code to get a hover? Yes, you'd need to do the hover referral code if you did a new account. If you used your own referral code, and then you could get a hover quad for your other account and your new account. But yeah, if you use my account for setting it up, because you need to set up a completely different stuff. Where the hell are my space whales, Paul? I love the name of the average storm wall enjoyer. Soon, TM. They're there. You just can't find them because they're so far deep into the atmosphere of Crusader that you will die before you get there. That's the answer. That's the in-lore answer. Yeah, but you'd have to spend $45. So it's a good deal, but you'd have to spend $45, and the gift, anything that is gifted from CIG is not does not have any value. Oh, fuck me. I can't seem to call for help either. Here we go. No, I can make it up there. I'll be fine. What just happened? It's a long explanation, but effectively, I just when I landed, I turned off my ship. So when the ramp went down, it actually clipped into the geometry, caused an issue, and then there we go. Get that finished first, and caused it to the whole thing to flip because the engines were off. If it weren't off, that ship would be up in the fucking atmosphere right now. Let me see if there's anything else in here. Yeah, nothing to raid. Yeah, it's just sleeping a little. It's fine. It'll be fine. Just a little airborne. That's fine. It's all right. I'll figure out how to get on there. I'm on Daymar, so it's like lower gravity, so I can figure out how to. Did the 600i get in the finals last year too? I don't think it did. It may have. Okay, so that's the key. It's the right angle. Nah, I'll be fine. I think I can get this on. Because it's on a bit of a slope. As long as I hit it at the right angle and the right speed, I should be able to do it. This is just a physics bug, is all it is. I might be able to do something really stupid, though. shit. Yeah, I forgot. These things will disappear. Yep, disappeared. Thank you there. Yeah, it's not going to work. All right. I'm going to do something absolutely stupid. No, it's two. Nah. All right. There's no point in setting a beacon because it'll be hours before anyone shows up, and someone will show up and just fuck with me anyways. So, give me 2 seconds. If I can't do this one more time, then I'm just going to do the old fast travel express. All right. See if I can do. I don't think you can use the tractor like that. You used to be able to do this, though. God damn it, where are you? Yeah. Yeah, all right. Try one more time to try and transfer everything. Nope. I'll be back. Now I'll be fine. There's no point. Yeah, that's what happens when you have this many bugs in the game. Like, that shouldn't have happened at all the way it did. So let's see where I go. Let's see if I'm totally fucked. Probably not. Looks fine. That was fine. I don't like people complain about that. The fuck? I've turned into a ghost. That's never heard of that bug before. This is the strangest bug. Try this. Well, no, because my body just disappeared. That worked fine. And I'm fine. I think third person is the workaround.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I think the option may also be
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
the option may also be
Delivered to the following location.
Finger 5. The option may also be that, like, when I remember when I got it originally, when it kind of had this weird issue with, like, stream out. So it may just be you have to do it twice, or you have to, like, go to another level and then try getting out. Whole lot of dead folks grim. So it's a Sunday.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
You are clear to launch.
Landing gear up.
It's a ghost.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Sure, you mentioned it at some point, but what's your take on the Carrack and the MSR making the finals this year? They'll make it every year until CIG changes the thing. I mean, I won't say it's a reaction to the MSR or to the MPUV winning last year. It's just there's not much changed in terms of the ships offered this year. I mean, what are the other ships that are in? It'll be the Pisces probably, which is the ship that the Carrack owners are voting for. So whatever, and the Scorpius, which is the newest ships that's been released for the games. I think it's the only new ship that's been released to the game. The only other ships that have been released, I think the Redeemer came out last year, right? The end of last year, or did it come out in 317? The whole A, I guess, is the other one. It just kind of shows you that, like, you know, nothing's really changed in Star Citizen. The Raft was the end of last year. Since the last BIS, but not since the last, not this year. And the 400, the Scorpius, the Raft, and the Redeemer were all in the top 16. But the fact that none of them are meta ships, like super overpowered ships that are, you know, designed for one thing, or just, you know, darlings in the game, that's why they didn't win. Next year is going to be the Carrack, the MSR, the Banu Merchantman, and whatever other new hotness is coming out. Oh, and the Corsair. Those will be the top 4 next year. And the year after that, the MSR, the Carrack, and then whatever 2 hotness ships are going to come out. It would require other ships to be fundamentally better than the Carrack to win. And we're going to get to the point where people are going to fucking elect a goddamn Idris as best in show because they can. Hey, Matt Pear. Mad Bat. Ugh. Matt Mad. How you doing? No one likes... So, I'm going to have a controversial... I guess this is a controversial take, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a controversial take. No one... mining isn't that popular. It's only... the only reason why people mine is because it's the fastest way to make the most amount of money. Very few people actually mine because they like mining. Or want to do mining in the future. Approachment vacations. I see you're You're trying to be the Nostradamus of Star Citizen? I am the Nostradamus of Star Citizen. Vague interpretations and completely wrong all the time. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? All right, I'm just gonna think I lost everything. I'm just going to say, yep, that's everything's gone. I'm just gonna go back. Just gonna claim it and start over from scratch. Lost everything inside there, but that's not that bad. And that's not even letting me do that. Okay. Go on, exit main menu, because this server is fucked. My Lancer despawned the second I jumped out, and then it fucking threw me through that. I have no idea. Star Citizen, just Star Citizen. Yes, that's what it did. All right, I think I've got a full-blown problem. Restart the entire client. We've done one. We've done one because we had a bug for the first one, and then after the second one, I was able to finish, but my ship decided to take a nap, and so it's been a very Star Citizen experience this today. All right, I'll be right back, chat. Don't go anywhere. All right, let me check this real quick. So they're half the time playing the game instead of building it. I think it might have adverse effect on timeline. Or are you proposing they work 60 hours a week? What are we talking about? What? What are y'all negotiating about? What do you think of this? Hey, Windlord. Oh, you just got back yet? This is not a. Hey, Renman. I just wanted to use restrooms. That's all I did. Wow. 25 people said Paul had a bad experience. I'm going to leave now. Nice one to use restroom. They do play the game. The worst part of the meta ship showdown is that when people start, people's darling ships, MSR and Carrick, get beat, and they get butthurt for having been in the finals every other year, like the Carrick owners are getting pissed about the MPVU last year. Yeah. So here's the issue. Here's the fundamental issue. You have two options. You can either have CIG not release any more updates to the game and just build the game in secret, and you maybe keep up to date, but you don't get a chance to play it until it's in a good state, which would speed up the process. But you're stuck with what we have now forever, or at least for another 2 years, 2 or 3 years. Or you do what they're doing now, which is release the game in patches and then, continue to upgrade. That's going to take it slower, and you're going to have more bugs, but you'll be able to play the game now. That's the issue. A lot of this stuff would have been worked out, or wouldn't be as much of an issue if they didn't have to support a live game at the same time. Now they're trying to mitigate that by basically having an entire team dedicated to just managing the live game, and another team that's dedicated to just building the game. But that's incredibly expensive, and it's still time consuming. I've started playing New World again a bit until 318 hits Evo. I don't understand why people just don't play other games alongside Star Citizen. I do, all the time. I just enjoy playing Star Citizen, bugs and all. Like there's one of my favorite things to do is 0 to Hero, just because it gives you a goal to accomplish, and you can go do that sort of thing. All right, I'm just gonna buy instead of wasting all my money on this, I'm just gonna buy the sinkhole. And it's the light armor. The dust up. And then that it? Then I got anything else?
Yeah.
God, they don't have anything else. All right, well, that's fine. All right, we're good. Randprint, no one's saying don't criticize. It's just understanding it's understanding what's going on right now, and what is capable, what is available and what's not. Like, CIG has an entire team that's dedicated to just playing the game and trying to improve the experience. Did you stop bothering me, dude? Someone just trolling. Okay.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
The fuck?
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
No, so QA team is the one that does bugs. The team that does the player experience is a completely different one. The idea being, what is the game right now? How can they improve it? And they give out suggestions and other sorts of things. And again, bugs are frustrating. I'm frustrated by some of the stuff that happened today, for sure. But I also understand that at the end of the day, some of the stuff is just not stuff that can be easily fixed. Kind of easy come, easy go sort of thing. I love playing when there is an event happening, even if it's buggy. Totally love the Xenothreat and Siege of O. Have an amazing time playing Jumptown and even Remembrance of Daymar Rally. Yeah, there's some reasons to play. It's just not always there yet. In general, as I always say, so I didn't have to claim this. So let me see if there's some issue here. Shit, it saved all my stuff. I probably should. Oh, well, I can't get that here, can I? Shit. I'll find it somewhere. You got some gallant ammo, so we're good. I'm generally aware about the game at this time. Not really complaints, as I do understand why development has been like to making it. You're generally unaware. Oh, okay. I will say the same thing I've said for many times, which is Star Citizen is not a game ready for the mainstream. It's not a game ready for your average person who plays video games, because it's just not ready yet. I can have the best experience of my life in Star Citizen, it still wouldn't be ready. There's just too many other problems that they need to tackle. All right, let's go with... All right, so I'm going to do something stupid. Let's see if this works.
You are clear to launch.
Nice! Congratulations, Airplay. This is incredibly stupid. Do not do what I just did. Let's go to yellow first.
Thank you. Please visit again.
Wait, what did I do? I took every single smuggling mission. Every single smuggling mission. My theory is it will take the same amount of time. Where are you, Jumptown? It'll take the same amount of time to do all of them, especially if I do the big expensive one, that I'm basically doing all of them at the same time. Because I'm going to all the locations. That's what the big expensive one does. So if I pick up literally every single mission, then I should be able to do all of them at the same time and get all of the money for them. Hey, Strickland. I'm not risking a ton, but I am risking my reputation. If I don't complete all these missions, then I'll have to go back and grind up all the reputation for this again. So this is one of those things where if I'm doing the smuggling guide, I would say do this after you have a max reputation with Redwind. Because it will still, you have a risk of bombing and hurting yourself, but you're going to make 100,000 in about an hour. It's just frustrating that things like trading were made not viable for years due to what was probably typos in a spreadsheet. Yeah. Is the secret compartment MSR shielding contraband? Yes, it does shield contraband. It's never good to work on theoretical ideas. That's why I do this. I haven't tested it to see if it actually works. I'd have to like sit down and like with stuff in the crawl spaces, and then have somebody else scan me to see if they can see that on my inventory list. Hey, Legionia. Got any tips for quick and preferably least buggy money making? Bounty hunting, probably the fastest. The easiest to accomplish is box missions, but it's not worth the money that you make for the time you invest. But the most reliable way of making money is bounty hunting missions. Matt, you all right? Aren't those risky because enemies, though? Yes. They're definitely risky, but it's the least buggy and best money-making right now. Because the problem is that the box missions are a little bit more reliable, but they do bug out every so often, and there's some ways you can work around them, but it's just a pain in the ass. Mining is okay, but there's still bugs that can happen. It requires some investment and stuff that you don't really have access to right now as a free fly player. Trade is option 2, but it's still got bug issues. Like there's if you want something that's the most efficient way of making money, that's the least buggy, it's bounty hunting missions. But it's also the most dangerous. Bounty hunting isn't that difficult. The higher levels of bounty hunting missions become a little bit more difficult, but it really depends on your experience with NPCs. Yeah, there's ways to cheese it like that, where you get an eclipse and they can't. Oh, that poor bastard. Did anyone survive? You could drag a dead body out of there. Anyone alive? A little closer. No archaeology today. Soon, but yeah. That's a pretty decent landing. Nah, I don't think anyone's here. No, I mean, this is archaeology. I mean, I was hoping to find someone. I actually am in a fucking medical ship. So I was hoping that I could help that newbie who just crashed. Maybe he was just laid out on the ground, and I could drag them back up to my ship and put him in the medical bay and heal him up. It's a delivery mission on Microtech, and around Microtech that you can find the mistakes were made. Yeah, visually it's pretty brutal right here. Sometimes you can get lucky here. No. But I do have mod stabilizer too, which is pretty good. Be nice if I had a... Okay, I can see they use the big ships like the raft for now, and they're free to use for a while. Any sort of hauling that's profitable. There's some hauling that's profitable, but it's not much. The fuck? Yeah, Star Citizen just doesn't want me to play right now. All right, I'm just going to call it. I've had 3 game-breaking bugs like this. Just Star Citizen doesn't want me to play. So that's fine. All right. We're going to wrap it up here, y'all. Whip crab. Yeah. That shows you the risk of having to take all of those missions at once, because you have one bug like that, you're done. So I will say, with fair, when I do my smuggling guide, which will probably be later this month, I will be very, very, very much say that Star Citizen is just not in a good place right now for many reasons. And one of the major problems is just the missions just aren't reliable and they don't pay out enough. So it just, smuggling, just generally speaking, is not really a reliable profession in 317.2. Though I don't think much is, honestly. Nope. Accepted missions do not persist between logins. Not yet, at least. That's one of the reasons why they need persistent entity streaming, because then they can track your mission statuses, because the server will right now tracks a lot of that stuff. So, and to be fair, like, the servers didn't crash. There was really no server crashing issues like that I played with that we had, but like randomly glitching inside of things multiple times for no reason ships flipping over for no reason, many other issues. And this, as I am fond of saying, sometimes you play Star Citizen, and sometimes Star Citizen plays you. And today, Star Citizen played me. So. It tends to happen on the weekends more often. I think it's because of the server load is just stressed out, so those kind of bugs happen more often. You'll likely see better results during the week. PV 30K for me, yeah. Dude, to be fair, it's been a while since I've had a 30K in game. And brace yourselves, y'all, because it's not going to get any better starting with 318. It's probably going to get worse. Danger, don't come onto a stream and then start promoting somebody else's stream. They're just bad etiquette. They're doing another wipe for 318? Yep. 318's getting another wipe.
I'm Fly. I'm Pilot.
All right, y'all. I'm going to wrap this up. Good luck to everyone who entered. And the winner is... It's not letting me pick. Hold on. Arturius Soprano? You here? Congratulations. Send me a, right there is my email, theastropub@gmail.com. Send me an email, and I need an email address to send it to. So since this is a starter package, if you know somebody who wants to get started in the game, just send me the email, their email, so I can send it to them. If you want to collect it, because it is like $40 credit, you can just send me that email and I'll send it to you as well. So just send me an email and I'll send it to you as soon as possible there, Arturius. Thank you all again. And it's okay. If you didn't win, that's fine, because we're still giving away a LTI game package with a Anvil Centurion all of this month. ! September to get in on that one. All you got to be doing for that is following us here on Twitch, subscribe to us on the Astropub Live, and subscribe to our Astro Historian channel. And it's if you already done so, then all you have to do is hit that link and join the giveaway. But thank you all for joining us and hanging out. I will see you all on Thursday for another office hours stream. For those of you who missed the Captain's Table, the Captain's Table should be up tomorrow morning at about 9 a.m. Both the discussion and the question and answer portion should be up there. And then another lore video should be out on Wednesday with and another lore video on Saturday. So thank you for coming and hanging out with us. And like I say every time, hope to see you someday in the black. Now, the last of you who are here, there's a bunch of you abandoned. I'm going to reset this. I'm going to take all of your money to 0. All your beers are gone. But because you're here at the very end, you're going to get 50 more beers. All right, let's find something to raid. Oh, Moist is streaming. Does anybody else I know who's streaming? This is Uber Nerd. Vertigo is streaming. I'm going to raid Moist. Go say hi to Moist for me. Yeah, the Anvil Centurion. That's for the month.